So now you've got yourself some gorgeous farmer's market tomatoes and you do not know how to store them. The first thing you need to know is how to even place your tomatoes. You see where the stem used to be right here? It ripens last and it's always the most firm part of the tomato, so it should always be face down. When I store tomatoes, I like to have them in dedicated containers that are just for that. I like to give them a rinse in vinegar after I bring them home from the market, and then just lightly rinse this off. This kills any of the mold spores that might rot your tomatoes prematurely. You see, this tomato has split, and oftentimes if you don't rinse it off with vinegar, there will be mold all up in this. Dry the container, lay a paper towel down, and then set my tomatoes back down on there. Cheesecloths, this protects it from fruit flies, and take like a nice silicone band and just store this at room temperature till you're ready to use them. Check occasionally for any ones that might split. If there's no mold growing in them and they're not bruisey, then they're still good to eat. When they've just split, they're actually at their peak. Just be mindful on hotter days, they ripen much more quickly. And if you have more ripe tomatoes than you can deal with, it is better to put them in the fridge than let them go to waste. Just be sure when you bring them out to let them come back to room temperature like an hour or two before you eat them. Let me just be clear and say you do not need to wash your tomatoes. And in fact, if you're not going to take time to dry them afterwards, you probably shouldn't. I just found that a quick vinegar rinse of the tomatoes and of the container that they're stored in does a pretty good job in stopping mold growth. When you buy as many tomatoes as I do, it's worth the extra effort, but if you're only doing one or two, don't worry about it.